To cut costs, HR fired me via Slack after 32 years. They picked October 15th. Big mistake. That exact date triggered a clause in my founding documents that forced them to pay me $564 million in 48 hours. I knew they'd made a fatal mistake the moment I saw the Slack message. Ellen Morrison, your role has been eliminated, effective immediately. Security will escort you out at 2 p.m. Your 32 years of service are appreciated. No call, no meeting. Just a message from Marcus Chen, the 26-year-old chief optimization officer who joined 6 months ago from consulting. He'd never heard how I slept in my car for 8 months in 2009 to make payroll. Never knew I donated my own salary for a year to keep 47 employees from being laid off. Never cared that I was employee number 3, there before the company even had a name. But Marcus made one catastrophic error. He fired me on October 15th. I walked to my filing cabinet and pulled out a faded manila folder labeled Original Partnership Documents, 2003. Inside was a handwritten addendum my co-founder Jake and I made before we brought in investors. We were drunk on cheap beer, paranoid about losing control. Clause 9F. If either original founder is terminated on or within 30 days of October 15th, anniversary of first profitable quarter, they receive immediate cash payout of 12% of current company valuation plus controlling board seats. Why October 15th? Because we were idiots who thought making it date specific would prevent it from ever being triggered accidentally. Pure luck that Marcus, who'd never bothered reading company history, picked today. The company was now worth $4.7 billion. 12% was $564 million. I called my lawyer. Check if Clause 9F survived the 2018 restructure. She called back in 47 minutes, voice shaking. Ellen, it's still active. It's in the investor agreement. They can't void it without unanimous board approval, which they'll never get because it would trigger shareholder lawsuits. You just won. I sent one email to legal and the board. Per Clause 9F of founding documents, please initiate immediate payout process. Wire instructions attached. Looking forward to my first board meeting as controlling shareholder. -EM sent at 1:47 p.m., 13 minutes before my scheduled security escort. At 1:51 p.m., my computer exploded with notifications. 12 executives were calling simultaneously. At 1:58 p.m., Marcus Chen appeared at my door, face gray. Ellen, you need to what, Marcus? I smiled. Escort me out? Please do. I'd love to watch you explain to investors why your cost-saving termination just triggered a $564 million liability that wipes out 2 years of profit. He just stood there, mouth opening and closing like a fish. At 2:03 p.m., the CEO called. Ellen, please, we can reverse this. Your job is here. Name your salary, please. I don't want my job back, Richard. I want what the contract says. You have 48 hours. By 5 p.m., 3 board members had resigned in panic. By midnight, the company's credit rating was under review. Marcus Chen was fired at 6 a.m. the next morning. Ironically, also via Slack message. Thursday, 2:17 p.m. Wire confirmation, $564 million. But here's the beautiful part Marcus never saw coming. That controlling board position, I used it to reverse every single one of his optimizations. The 200 people he laid off, rehired with back pay and raises, the healthcare cuts, restored and expanded. The mandatory return to office policy, deleted. I did keep one of his ideas though. I created a new executive role, Chief Empathy Officer. Salary, $1. Duties, read every termination message before it's sent and imagine how they'd feel receiving it. I gave the position to Marcus Chen. He lasted 11 days before quitting. My beach house in Bali is nice, but honestly, the best part is the framed Slack message I keep in my office. The one where a 26-year-old consultant tried to eliminate 32 years of loyalty in a single notification. Cost of firing me, $564 million. Cost of his consulting fee, $890,000. The look on his face when he realized he'd just triggered the most expensive termination in corporate history, priceless.